say. What? So I started doing a makeup look, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish with you guys the rest of my makeup because I still gotta do this eye. But I don't have glitter, like silver glitter. Give me a second. I need silver glitter and all the little, like the little tube ones that I have, they're all dried out. So I'm just gonna use my white, from my water activating liners. I'm gonna use some white out of it. And just do that. But I didn't get to go back live with you guys. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Kimmy. I wasn't able to go live last night because Zeke was so sick. He's been sick all day. And I'm kind of like worried that he always has a freaking fever. Like back-to-back fevers. Okay, hold on. Let me try to get this down to the inner corner. I just wanted to put it in the inner corner. Sorry, I have you guys way down there because I have, like, you guys are on the mirror back there. My baby boy is here. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Hold on. I gotta take some screenshots really fast. Because I see some creepy crawlers on here. Yay, you got notified. Woo, woo. You too, Amy? That makes me so happy. Oh, you were watching it? Hi, Val. Sorry, I'm trying to read your comments. 3 pushes and he made his arrival. Wow, that's awesome. Labor is crazy hard. Yeah, it is. But it's so worth it. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing this really fast and put my lashes on this side. It's not going to stay like this. I'm not done. It looks a little crazy, but I'm not done. So let me go ahead and, hold on. I'm going to move you guys over here so you guys can be closer to me. There you go, girl. There you go. Hi, Dorothy. Hey sis. You're welcome, girl. That's awesome. That's amazing. My labor with Ezekiel, I had a really hard labor. This last baby was tough. His shoulder got stuck when he was coming out. So they basically had to like push on my stomach, like push him down and move him around to try to get him out. And that was so painful. Beyond painful. Okay, so let me finish. So for the purple, I used these paints. These are from P. Louise. P. Louise is my favorite brand of makeup. The underneath is gonna look really nice once I, finish it. But I'm gonna put on some lashes. I just don't know which ones I want to do. Let's see. I kind of want to not too dramatic so you can actually see the look. But Val, is that what you text? I seen that you text me, but I was recording and I was trying to hurry so I could come over here. But I didn't. I saw that you texted me. I just didn't see what it said. I was watching the trial. Some of you guys asked where I was watching the trial for the Matthew, Savannah, and the little baby. The boy that unalived the 3 kids in the car. You guys remember that in San Antonio? San Antonio, Texas. The trial started this week. But I seen a bunch of like snippets here and there because they're not allowing live cameras in there, even though I know there's someone in there that is recording 24/7, because I just seen a few clips of them interrogating the detective and, so I'm thinking eventually they'll release everything, but as of right now, they're only playing like little snippets here and there. But ever since this happened last year, I actually started watching. I became part of this group on Facebook, and they discussed the whole situation, and that's where I've been watching it. Let's see. That's where I've been watching it, to be honest. Should I do more simple lashes? Or should we do a little more dramatic? Where's the keys? Let's see. These ones. Hola desde Colombia. Wow. Hola. Desde Colombia. What do you think? These ones? I think these ones. I'm going to do these ones. They're a little bit more dramatic, but not fully dramatic. And I like that they go like from short to long, so it gives more of the cat eye look. I love the cat eye, like the foxy eye. I love it because it goes very well with my eye shape, like the shape of my eye. But yeah, I've been dealing with the sick baby, man. Like, as soon as I got off live, you guys, I just couldn't go back. Like, I came downstairs and I was getting ready to come in the makeup room. And then I seen my baby and his little sad face. Like, when they look, like, very sick. Like, they're just uncomfortable and don't feel good. That's how my baby was. Yes, the dad and I believe the stepmom got out on bond. So that's what I was watching right now. They were like asking them if they could bond out because their bond was like $500,000 or something. So they were asking him like what he could afford to help him get out. And you know, look, like the whole situation all the way around is messed up. Okay? The whole situation is messed up. Them losing their lives for less than $100 is insane. The boy was only supposed to get $60 worth of weed. And then I guess, like, he kept changing the story, so we don't really know what is the truth or not. But it's a pretty sad situation that they lost their lives due to that. But one thing I do think is, like, you can't sit there and claim self-defense, bro, because if you were, like, he was all telling the detective that he was in fear of his life, and because the Matthew kid was always posting on his Instagram like pictures and videos of GUNs and money, and you know, he lived the gangster life basically, right? But you can't say that you don't associate with people like that, because you were meeting them, you were meeting up with them. So if you're meeting up with them and buying stuff of them, off of them, it don't matter if you're clientele or not. At the end of the day, you still associate with them. So you can't say you were scared of them, because if you were scared of him, you would have never met up with him before. So you can't say that. But somebody that claims self-defense doesn't not call the cops, doesn't move the bodies around, drives the car around, parks it somewhere where they're not going to be found. That's not somebody that is scared. That's somebody trying not to get caught. Because if that was the case, the minute that both of them lost their lives, like that, right there and then, he would have called the cops. But he didn't. He didn't. Luz, thank you for the stars. Gracias, amiga. Thank you. Hi, Mia. Hi. They actually let the mom go. All charges were dropped against her. The dad, I don't understand why they dropped the charges. Yeah, I didn't know that, Denise. From what I've seen now, like in the whole discussion group that I'm in, they're trying to add charges on the mom again, because at the end of the day, I mean, she's not really his mom, that's his stepmom, but at the end of the day, she was there. There is no reason why they should be like dropping them charges on her, you know, because she was there. Like, that's just, how do you get away with that? It's sad. Okay, so I'm gonna use my my Mario palette to do the look that I'm doing really fast. I wish I had like a lighter purple for the inner corner, but it's okay. So I'm going to add the like a nude color first. I feel bad, but you can't sit there and then like somebody that was really scared of the whole situation and you're claiming self-defense isn't sitting there freaking wiping down seats and all this stuff, and the cops were like asking him like, did you pull him out of the car? Or better yet, like, you were so scared that you still made time out of your day after the whole situation to go pawn his rings. Because them rings didn't fucking grow legs and go to the pawn shop and pawn themselves, you know? No. They sure as hell didn't. Okay, so I'm just using the light nude brown, and I'm just kind of wiping it all over my lid. Kind of like if I'm winging it out. Kind of like a little V shape. But I am using a very light color. I just feel bad for them. You know, it's such a sad situation, you guys, because think about it. She was already past her due date, okay? So it's, you know, things happen for a reason, you know. You never know what the reason is, but there's always a reason, right? But just the way I see it is like, imagine if she would have went in labor right there and then, there would be 3 lives that were saved. Or better yet, for all we know, maybe Savannah and the baby might have been saved. Maybe he would have went by himself to go meet the guy because she would be in the hospital with the baby. You know, like, again, I can't sit there and be like, well, what the hell were they doing outside in the streets at freaking 11:45 at midnight? What were you doing out there, especially pregnant, when you're getting induced the next day? I can't say that because that was me at one point. And I'm just being 100% honest with you guys. Pregnant and all, and I was out in the streets at 2, 3, 4 in the morning making money, and I'm just being honest. Those of you that know me then, you know I'm not lying. So, you know, people changed, and it is what it is. Everybody has a past. Nobody's perfect. Anybody that sits there and says, like, look at their lifestyle. It doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle you live. At the end of the day, no human being deserves to die. No human being. It don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. People, you don't, for all you know, like, yeah, they were living not a good life, but what if that baby could have been born and maybe changed their life around? I mean, look at my life. I did a whole 360, girl. A whole 360. And I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Like, sometimes I hear her. Like, last night, I was literally thinking to myself, like, all the bullshit that I'm dealing with this fucking dumb girl. It's like, thank you, Jesus. Literally, thank you, Jesus, for not tempting me or putting me, or the devil freaking tempting me to relapsing and doing, you know, bad things again, due to the bullshit that I deal with this fucking girl that don't leave me alone. Like, I am beyond grateful that I'm not in that. Like, before I would find, like this, I would find any little fucking excuse to go and do, we don't say the word because, you know, Facebook doesn't allow it. So I say adult candies. If you know, you know. If you don't, then yeah. They're basically drugs, because if I say it, spell it, I don't want to get in trouble over here. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, literally, like, last night I was thinking about it, like, fuck, man. Old me would have already went and started doing, you know what, adult candies, because of the bullshit that I deal with. Literally, that would have been me. But I'm just so grateful that it's not me. But everybody has a past, like... Okay, so I use this, like, very soft nude color right here. And then now I'm going to go in with a darker shade with the flat brush. So I used, like, a round brush first. It's round, but it's, like, it has the center is pointy. And then now I'm going to go with this fluffy but flat brush. Because you have flat brushes like this that are 100% flat. But then you have fluffy flat. It's not round. It's actually like, see how it's like this? So it's flat, but fluffy. So I'm going to use one of those, and I'm going to go in with a darker shade of this one right here. Only the real know. Yes, girl. Hi, Crystal. Hi, girly. On God, that 360 will change your whole perspective on life. On you and others. Yes, you can't judge. That's why, like, one thing that really, really annoys me a lot is when, like, and if this is you, I'm not, you know, obviously I don't know that you do this or this is your story or whatever, but I hate when people are like, they think they know what it is to be under the influence, simply because a family member is going through it. And they seen them going through withdrawals, and they seen them stealing, robbing, begging, whatever it is, to get money, to get a fix or whatever. And they think they know what it is just because they're related to somebody that's going, no. Back up and sit down, because there's a huge difference on being on the outside, watching somebody go through withdrawals or struggling or going through something like that. There's a huge difference looking at somebody than actually going through it. You will never understand. Simple. It's that simple. It's just like same thing with somebody that's in a toxic relationship. You could sit there and tell somebody to leave them and you don't get it. Like, girl, like, he cheated right in your fucking face and you still forgave him. You still stayed with him. you will never understand unless it's you. If you're not going through it, you'll never get it. You'll never get it, understand. None of that. So that's why, like, when some people are like, oh, I know what it is because, you know, my sister, she was going through it and I seen, yeah, you've seen it. You've never gone through it, so you don't know what it is. You don't understand what it is. But and the only thing you do understand is how to, like, be in your shoes. You know what I mean? Because somebody that's going through withdrawals and is struggling that whole lifestyle, you don't know what it is, how it is to be that family member that is so sad and stressed out because they don't want to see you do bad. You don't know how it is to be in their shoes. Same thing. Unless you experienced it in both sides, then you can't really speak on it because you don't know. Like, I know what it is to be on both sides because I used to be, you know, I abused adult candies, and I also had friends that abused adult candies, so I was on both sides. But if you've never been through it, you don't know. So I feel bad because in that group that I'm in, everybody's sitting there, you know, discussing the whole situation, that what happened to them, and they're like, you know, she should have been at home packing her diaper bag and getting ready to get induced the next day in the morning. Instead, she was out there with her man making a sale. It doesn't matter. You're not in their shoes. You don't know what it is. You don't know. Like, what if he didn't want her to go and she still insisted in going? I mean, you don't know what the situation was. Girl, like, I sit here and I think about the dumb shit I used to do as a female living a lifestyle like that. I was out there 3, 4, 5 freaking all night long by myself meeting people, and I was never afraid. And now I think about it and I'm like, dude, that could have been me. That could have been me. That could have been my situation. Like, and when you're going through it, you don't even think about it. You're not afraid. You don't think about stuff like that till it's something bad happens, but it's the reality. It's sad. So I'm grabbing the flat brush again, the fluffy one, and I'm grabbing a little bit of that brown again, just to darken it up a little more. A little bit more. And then we're going to wing it out. See how it kind of looks like a wing? And then I'll go back with the same little fluffy pointy brush and just kind of blend them together, and then grab a bigger one, way bigger. See how this one's pointy? That's what I used to apply the color first, and now I'm going to go with the big fluffy round brush to blend everything together. But I feel bad for them. Like, I just can't stop thinking, like, I can't even imagine unaliving both of them and then being like, fuck, like, what do I do? And then you go and you grab this kid that's literally 6 foot tall, and you're dragging him to the back seat, and you're like, it just doesn't even make sense. And then you get in the driver's side, on the driver's seat, and the girl is sitting right next to you, unalived as well, bleeding all over. Because if you've seen all the pictures on the inside of this vehicle, it's insane, you guys. There was so much blood everywhere that the detective was telling him, like, where's your clothes? And, you know, he's like, oh, I didn't get no blood on me. Bullshit, bro. There was blood everywhere. There is no way this boy didn't get any blood on him. There's no way in how. Like, I just don't believe that shit. Okay, so now that we did all that, now I'm going to do like a little cut crease with the purple like this. And I'm using this. Basically, this is like paint. This is from P. Louise. I've had this forever. This is when P. Louise did their collaboration with Mama Mitchell. That's what it's called. I'm not even making it up. It's Mama Mitchell. And then this is in, it's like a lavender color, but it's paint. It's kind of like creamy, like concealer look. I like these because this is a way of making your eyeshadow be super pigmented, instead of using like a nude color to cut the crease and then just going in with the purple on top of it. It will never be as pigmented as this because I'm using the paint. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Crystal. 100% agree with you. Yeah, like, I don't know, I feel so bad. Hi, Maria. Hi, Maxine. How are you, girlie? Hi, Rita. It's so sad. I live down the street from where oh my God, girl. Did you hear anything? Like, I'm just curious how nobody heard the GUN shots at 2 in the morning, bro. And then for him to be like, oh, I was in fear of my life. He's like, because I was literally just watching the interrogation of the boy. Well, I saw it yesterday, but I was rewatching it now because I couldn't really, I didn't watch it like 100%, you know. I watched pieces of it and then I was able to find the whole thing, right? But I'm like, how do you sit there and claim that you were in fear of your life? Boy, you were sitting behind them. Now, you can't say that you are scared of them. When you're sitting behind them, they can't even see what you're doing. Like, how could you say you're scared of them? Like, I don't know. Okay, give me a second. Let me do this part. So all I did was I grabbed a flat paintbrush. These paintbrushes, you guys, are literally like arts and crafts paintbrushes. I get mine from Michael's. They're super flat, or you could get makeup ones. This one is from P. Louise. But see how big it is? That's why I use both, but right now I'm going to use this one. And all I'm going to do is do the same thing I did like right here. With the paint, but I need to grab more paint. I just call bullshit that he was scared. And then the way he's like saying that so his excuse, this is what he said that happened. He got in that whenever the Matt, whatever, I don't know what they call him, Flaco, Wapo, whatever, I don't know. Whenever, which is Savannah's baby daddy, right? Whenever they were supposed to meet up, he got the Instagram message at 11:45. He tells the guy, I'll be right there. I'm literally not that far. So then he leaves. The guy, Christopher, the guy that actually unalived them, or supposedly, you know, we don't know. I don't know. We don't really know what really happened. He said that whenever the Matthew guy got there, that he was already all pissed off. That he was already all pissed off because the Christopher kid made him wait. Basically saying that Savannah and her baby daddy pulled up to that kid's house and they were sitting there waiting for him to come out of the house. The detectives called bullshit because they said that they were able to pull the Ring camera from his house. And that's not true. Christopher was standing outside of the house. No, sorry. That's what he said, that he was standing outside of the house. Wait, what did he said? That Matthew was upset because Christopher had them waiting, but that wasn't the case, right? Christopher was standing outside of the house, walking around in his front yard, so that way whenever they pulled up, he just walked up to the car. So how could you say that it was the other way around when the camera shows the opposite? So your story is going based off, you pissed him off since the get-go because you made him wait, but that's not really what happened. He wasn't waiting. You were waiting for him. So then he said what made him kind of get nervous was the fact that Matthew told him to get in the back seat. And he's like, I've never had to get in the car. Normally when I meet him, I just give him the money, he gives me the stuff, and I leave. He said, but this time he was already all pissed off because I made him wait for me. So then he wanted me to get in the car. So I get in the car, but if you were scared, why would you get in the car? You didn't have to get in the car. You could have went inside your house. But no, you get in the back seat or whatever. And then he said that Savannah and him were arguing, that they were fighting. They were arguing with each other and that Matthew was telling her to shut the F up. So then she just like puts her head down and she's on her phone. So then the Christopher guy gives him $100, and then I guess that's when Matthew decided that that he was going to change the price on him and charge him more, right? So then the Christopher kid says that he tells the detective that he's just like thinking to himself in his head, like, fuck it, I'll just take it as a loss. I'm not going to sit here and argue with him about the money. I'm just going to take it as a loss. And when I go home, I'll call the cops. Bro, you're not going to do that. You're not going to go home and freaking let him punk you for freaking, I don't know, 20, 40 bucks. And then go home and call the cops and say that he sold you something and charged you more than what. You're not going to do that. That's bullshit. Whatever. So then they started arguing, right? They start arguing. And then I guess he said that at that point, he's like, instead of making him mad, I decided I was going to get out of the car. He said, but I couldn't see because it was so dark. He said, so I went and I reached down to grab my phone because he said that he was going to turn on the light to the phone to look around on the floor because he didn't want to step on anything because it was so dark in there. So whenever he did this, keep in mind that Matthew's sitting in front of him. You're sitting behind him. So how could you say that as soon as you went like this to reach for your phone, that Matthew turned around with the GUN like this, and then that's when he started fighting with him. And then at that time, when they were fighting like this, Matthew pulled the trigger and it shot Savannah in the head. The thing is that Savannah was shot not like, it doesn't, the way he said that they were fighting, it doesn't match. Like, it just doesn't. The detective said it didn't match at all. Okay, whatever. So then that happens, and that Matthew was like yelling at Savannah, like asking her if she was okay for her to move. And then he started pointing the GUN at him again, or they were still going at it, and he was yelling, like, this whole story doesn't even make sense. And then somehow the Christopher guy pushes his hand to go like this, like he would have had to broke his hand or something, because he went like this all the way, twisted his hand all the way like this, and then the gun went off again and he got hit in the head. So that doesn't match either. So the detectives are telling him, like, bro, your story doesn't add up at all. And he's like, well, I don't know, that's what happened. And the detective's like, so how do you know that he even had any bullets in the GUN? And he said, because I could see inside of the barrel. And then he's like, but you said it was dark. You said that's why you were trying to turn the light on your phone, because it was too dark in the car. You couldn't see. So how did you see that there was a bullet in there? So you see how it keeps changing his story? I mean, for all we know, he could be saying the truth. He might not be saying the truth. But the way I see it, somebody that doesn't have a guilty conscience would call the cops instantly as soon as both of them were unalived, and you know that nobody else can hurt you. You would have called the cops right there and then. You would have got out of the car and you would have waited for the cops to pull up. And that's it. You wouldn't fucking pull him to the back seat, get in your car, drive away, go and hide the car, clean it, remove their rings, pawn them, not tell the cops for days, even though they're searching for them. That to me is not somebody that's scared. That to me is somebody that is guilty as fuck and trying not to get caught. I'm sorry, but that's what it's giving. Everybody has their own opinion, and that's mine. That gives guilty. If you were so scared of them, you would not associate with them. There's so many different people in the world that you could have got that shit from. If you were so scared of them, you wouldn't go to them. Simple. Oh, Val, he was doing that because he doesn't want them to have his fingerprints. So did you see how because Val said, what's up with him pulling his hair and putting it in his pockets when he was sitting in the interrogation room? So he doesn't want them to have anything that's his with his, his DNA on it, but they already have it. That's the thing, is that they have all that. So he's sitting there and he pulls a piece of hair off of his sweater, his hoodie, and he's wrapping it around his finger, and then like he rolls it up, grabs it, and he puts it in his pocket. Then he gets up to pull the chair forward. He doesn't like just pull it with his hand, like pulls it. He literally does it with I think it's like he has his hoodie on it, and he like drags it forward. Like he's trying not to leave any DNA. And then the cop was telling him, like, there's no way that you would be able to pull this 6-foot kid through the center of the fucking car. Like, he was 6 feet tall, dude. Like, how do you even do that? And then they said that they seen that because they found him in the back seat with his pants pulled down, right? So they're thinking he had to have dragged him into the back seat, and that's why his pants got pulled down, right? Because he was wearing like a jogger, Matthew was. So they think that he had to have pulled him out of the car because there was even blood drips on the rim, on the outside of the car, like on the tires, on the rims. There was drops there, and he's saying that he never took him out of the car. How the hell? So then how was there any blood outside of the vehicle if you're saying that you didn't get no blood on you because apparently everything was splattered with blood except you, like. So how did you get blood outside of the vehicle? Like, they're trying to figure out, like, did you take him out of the car? And then they asked him, well, where's the GUN? Like, what happened to it? Did you lock the car? Did you leave the car unlocked? And then they're like, why did Savannah have the car seat on her lap? Because he said that when he got in the car, that there was barely any room for him to sit in the back because the baby's car seat was on the side of him. So that's why he had to get in on the other side, which was directly behind the driver's seat, which Matthew was sitting in front of him. So then how did the car seat end up on her lap? And he says he doesn't recall. He doesn't remember. Nah, dude, that boy need to go to jail forever. And it's sad, you guys, because like in the long run, it doesn't even matter how much time they give him. You could give him a life. But is that really even punishment? You know, some people get punished and they get prison for life, right? But then they adjust to that lifestyle. Is that really a punishment? They literally adjust to that lifestyle. It's like moving to a ranch that doesn't have no Wi-Fi, you don't have no cell service, nothing, and eventually you adjust to that lifestyle too, right? That's how it is anywhere. You could adjust to any lifestyle. You go camping for the weekend and you're so used to always having Wi-Fi, internet, your phone, TV, luxuries of the bathroom, all this shit. But for a weekend, a week of camping, you adjust to that lifestyle and you make it work and you get used to it. That's how it is in prison. You adjust to that lifestyle. Bro, there's even some people that get so comfortable to that lifestyle that they go in and out of jail. Some people rather be in prison than to be out here. So I'm going to use my Bella, the Sweetheart Valentine shadow palette. And I'm using this purple in there. And I'm just going to add it on top of the cream concealer. I just feel so bad. Like, that is so sad. Like, you didn't have to do that, bro. Really? Like, for that much? Like, I don't know. Like, for that much money? And I know that some people, like, I've dealt with people that lie and lie and lie and lie. And no matter what the situation is, like him not getting out of prison, he ain't getting out. There's no way he wins this. Like, there's just no fucking way. They still won't say the truth. You know what's even scarier? When you deal with people that lie so much to the point they start to believe their own fucking lies. Those are the fucking creepy people. I currently deal with one, bro. Let me tell you. Okay, so I'm just adding the purple all on top of it. I'm debating if I should go a little bit more that way. I think I am. So I'm going to grab a little bit more paint with the hoodie. Hi, May. Hi, AJ. Totally correct. I always said they should have a present for people like that who have done those crimes. The family who has to suffer should be able to torture them. Oh my God. She said torture their asses. They do deserve it though. All I'm doing is dragging it a little bit more up here so it could be more in the middle. And this is paint, you guys. It's literally like cream concealer, but it's whatever color you have. I got these from P. Louise. I have a few different ones. And I love them. Let's see if I can have this color. I have that color. I have this color. I really, really like them. I just never really use them because I haven't been doing makeup with you guys, like, besides, like, regular looks. So it's like, you know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. Hi, Patsy. Hi, Julia. Hi, beautiful girl. Oh, join me on Messenger. I'm, like, reading the comment. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Oh my God, it is. Tomorrow is my appointment, you guys. I forgot. I need to do my intake online. I need to do it when I get off live. Right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh, you like the sponges? Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. Like that. And then I'm gonna, should I do the, I'm gonna do the eyeliner really fast. So I'm using this liner. I actually like this liner. I don't know, but I just do. So let's do the liner. Tomorrow's my appointment. Hi, Debs. Yeah, tomorrow's my appointment for my Chi-Chi's. Let's see if I'm getting new ones. If I'm staying with this one, I might get some other stuff done while I'm there. We'll see what happens. Okay. The eyeliner that I'm using right now, this one is Revlon Micro. I love the brush. That's the only reason why I'm using it. Like, look at how crisp that liner is. Like, the wing is so freaking... Oh, wow, Deb. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. What the heck is that? Yeah, my boobs. It's so I have an appointment because I've had them for 10 years already, so every 10 years you have to get your boobs checked to see if your doctor thinks like everything's okay, if I need to replace them, if they've moved, just to make sure that everything's okay. And if I need to get them replaced, then I have to get them replaced. But I'm also going to discuss removing them, see what my option is. But if for whatever reason he says that I need to get them replaced already because it's been over 10 years, I gotta see what size I'm gonna go with. And then maybe I just might see about lipo. Cause girl, if I just want my stomach to be flat, flat, flat. And I don't have loose skin, so I can't get a tummy tuck. And I wouldn't, honestly. You guys know I hate how they look, so I would never get a tummy tuck. But we'll see what my options are. I might not even do nothing. We'll see. Hopefully. My main thing is my boobs. I also want to ask him, like, I have questions, like, I want to know, like, what the hell? How do I go forward with making sure that I don't have no lumps or anything like that for, you know, breast cancer? So now I'm going to use that little shimmer inside the same Valentine palette. And with my finger, I'm going to grab the color and I'm going to put it right in the center of the eyeshadow. I think I put a little too much. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit off with the spoolie. Good night, Michelle. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, girl. So I need to go to bed early because I have 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow. And I'm going to the same doctor that originally did my breast implant, so. Okay, next, we're going to use my Homegirl Movement Water Activating Liners. And we're going to use the color white because, and then I'm also going to use my detail brushes because I don't have silver glitter. All the ones that I have dried out. So I'm just going to do a little white liner to make it pop. So all you do is you spray your liner. You get your little small, super small detail brush. You dip it in the paint. And then you do the liner. Hi, Antoinette. I know I'm on here late. Michelle, thank you, friend. You're so sweet. So now we're going to do the liner. Sorry, it's a little hard for me to do it because I'm wearing contacts that I shouldn't be wearing. But now, next week I'll be getting my actual contacts. I honestly, you guys, I don't want to, I hope I don't have to do nothing to my boobs. My main thing is if I could get them removed, I want them gone. I want them so gone. I just want to be tiny, skinny again. I guess that's like one of the main reasons why I wasn't afraid to get a BBL. Because at the end of the day, if you don't want your results anymore, you just have to lose all the weight. Go back to what you were before you got your BBL and you lose your BBL. That's the nice thing about it. Some people can't lose the weight super fast, so they go and they get a reduction done. So that's the nice thing about it. Breast implants are a little different. I use setting spray for my water activating liners. I feel like it helps it set and dry faster than water. And sometimes when you do water, it runs through the creases on your eyelids. That's why I rather use setting spray. But you can use water. I mean, originally that's what I started using. When I first started doing this, I used to use water. And then I switched it to setting spray because it works better for me. Because I invented that. I invented the setting spray. Bitch, I invent everything. I invent everything. I want everybody to be just like me. Little old me. We have a few little lost puppies tonight on here. Go back to your owners. What are you guys doing here? Oh, you lost, little puppy? You lost? Okay, so mascara. Yeah, I just think it like makes it dry faster in the water. If your eyelids are wrinkly, like if you have creases, and there's too much water on the brush when you grab the white, it'll spread through. So before I put the eyelid, I'm gonna grab, I don't know, let me go a little bit thicker. I have caught you live, staying up late tonight. Hi, Debs. Oh, you gotta be up at 4 in the morning, dang, girl, good night. So I'm just gonna make it a little thicker. And see how this dries a little shiny? I'm not a fan of that. So what I do, because I want it to look matte and not like a wet shiny color, I get an angled brush like this. See? I grab a black eyeshadow and I just go on top of it. And I make the eyeliner matte. See? I make it matte. I'm just curious what's gonna happen if I get my boobs removed, if my boobs are gonna be like super wrinkly and saggy, because obviously I'm gonna go from double D's to nothing. So what's gonna happen? Like, are my boobs gonna be all deflated and, you know what I mean? If that's the case, then I definitely won't. I don't want that. So maybe, and if I do have to, like, if they tell me, no, Chris, like, it's time for you to get a new set, I might just walk out with fucking triple Fs for all you know. Right? Triple Fs, a la madre. Imagine. Okay, now let's put on my lashes. So the lashes that I'm putting on are from my Homegirl Movement collection. And these ones are from this one, the Lowrider Girl collection. They are in style giggles. Giggles. Giggles, giggles. Triple Fs. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Triple Fs. Imagine. Has anybody ever gotten like their implants removed from their boobies? Let me know. Let me know. So I like these ones. Oh, by the way, you guys, the liner that I'm using, it is, I think it's like $8, honestly. And I just don't like the fact that it dries matte and it gives like that wet look. I don't like that. But it's an easy fix. Literally, you guys just seeing what you do. All you have to do is get a matte black eyeshadow and just go above it, and then it turns it matte. It turns it matte. Do you guys have plans for spring break? Oh my god, I gotta show you this cute sweater that I got. I ordered it since freaking Thanksgiving. Y apenas me llegó. I barely got it. Good night, Maxine. Sweet dreams, friend. You're crazy, girl. When I first got my boobs done, you guys, keep in mind I had 2 kids after I got my boobs done, and my boobs were like this, like that, like way up here, like all fucking. I hate that. I hate that. I think that looks so ugly. So I feel like after I gave birth to my babies and I breastfed, I truly feel like I like how they made my boobs look more natural looking. But I might just get triple Fs. Clack it. Just playing. I might get triple Fs. What do you guys think? I'm double Ds, double Fs. That would make you have a tiny waist. Oh, then I'm definitely getting triple Fs. What did you guys make for dinner? I made green chili stew on one of the most hottest fucking days ever. Actually, I did it because it was fast and I needed to use that green chili and finish the potatoes that I have. Hold on, you guys. Go big or go home. Yes, girl, yes. Okay, so there it is. Now I gotta clean the bottom part right here. We gotta V it up because the bottom's gonna look so cool. It's gonna go with it. Let's see. So lo que voy a hacer, I'm gonna grab some of this liquid stuff, put it on my hand. We're gonna dip the brush in it. And then we're just gonna clean that bitch up. Clean it up. You know what I was thinking, you guys? Like, imagine, like, the silence inside that car of them being long gone. Dead, unalived, sitting in that car. And the sad thing about it, you guys, I watch a lot of doctor shows, and that baby could have been saved. If they would have took that baby out, he would have survived. You guys seen the picture that I shared of him? That's the actual real picture of the baby boy. because they took him, obviously they removed him out of Savannah's belly and they put him in the same coffin as her. And yeah, that's the real picture of the baby. Tiny waist. Ooh, girl. Then I'll look like a baddie. Tiny waist, triple F, diaper ass. Yeah. Just like I like it. Okay. So, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to be a little cocky right now, real fast. If you're going to get mad because I'm going to be a little cocky right now, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm going to be cocky. Bitches like me and hate me regardless. So, I'm going to be a little cocky right now, and I really don't give a fuck if you like it or not. Exit to the left. Stick around like you are regardless, but I'm going to be extra cocky right now. So, if you guys didn't hear me sing last time, I was very surprised to share with you guys that my pores, the only bad spot in my whole entire face, which is this little circle right here, the only horrible spot in my whole entire face, because I don't have no fucking acne scars. I don't have no fucking potholes. My face looks like a face and it doesn't look like a fucking construction zone. I am very grateful and thankful that my pores actually closed. Honestly, I don't know if it's the cream that I've been using or it's the fact that I'm losing weight and I'm not eating all this greasy food anymore. That's probably what it is, but I used to have right here in this little circle right here, this little circle right here, my pores were so like not super deep, but I had little holes from my pores opening up right there, and I never had that in my whole entire life. I never had that till recently that I was a fat bitch, and I could say that about myself, but I was one big bitch. But the other day I was trying to point it out to you guys that that's the only thing that I don't like about my face is those two little spots of those pores, and bitch, they're gone. They are long gone. Like, I'm so happy. So yes, I'm gonna be one cocky fucking in your face bitch. I don't care. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm so happy about it. Honestly, I want to say that it might be the cream helped me, or it also could be the fact that I was eating a lot of bullshit. Like I was eating, like if you are not eating very healthy stuff and you're eating a lot of greasy stuff, that can happen too. So that might be it. Hola, nena. Hi. The moscas are out tonight. Thinking something was about them when it's not. What the heck? Again? Girl? See what I mean? No, hombre, amiga. See what I mean? Please don't tell me that it was about all the shit I said yesterday about Miranda, because I said that loud and clear that I was talking about Miranda. Please, please. Let me find out that someone didn't feel included and got mad for not being included, because, girl, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Okay, so I have to mix those two foundations because I don't have the correct color. So it might also be the way I apply my foundation now, you guys. That helped a lot too. I don't know. But all I do is I add the foundation on my face, and then I basically spread it out like this. I spread it out like this. Someone's going to be like, oh my God, I hate that bitch. She doesn't have any pores anymore. I hate that bitch. How dare her? Do you see her thinking she's a bad bitch because she doesn't have no more pores? Oh, I fucking hate her guts. Dumbass hoe. You imagine being called a hoe when you've never been a hoe? Bitch, my next life, I will be a hoe just for you. My next life, I will be a hoe just for you. Do you know how to do nails, girl? No, I wish. I think, honestly, it would be fun to learn how to do it, and I honestly think I might be good at it. I might be good at it. That's awesome, Chris. Your skin is so beautiful. Thank you, girl. Okay, so now I go in with my fingers. And I spread the foundation like it's lotion. See, look, like right there, that little circle right there is where I had the deep pores. They weren't like from a small, medium, large. Mine were a small. They weren't that deep, but my whole life I've never had it, so I noticed it right away. But I don't see them at all. That makes me so happy because, honest to God, that was one of, like, not one, the only insecurity was those, because I never had that. My whole life, I've never had that. Michael would love that. The big old boobs. Girl, when my man, he wouldn't, let me tell you. When I met my man, my boobs were literally a negative A cup. Literally. I was so insecure about my boobs. I never, ever, ever. It was very rare that I would take my bra off. Like my shirt, like I'll take off my shirt and stuff, but my bra, it was very rare. Like I would take it off and stuff, like whenever I was, you know, doing my thing with my man. But it was like the lights had to be off, the TV had to be off, because I felt so insecure about my boobs. Like I hated it so much, because if there was such thing as a negative A cup, that was me. Yeah. Yeah, if you put it back when you're done. Good night, I love you. Titi doesn't have school tomorrow. Or, my oldest. My friend had to have hers removed. They sprung the leak and was causing her to feel sick. Oh my God, Debbie, you know what? That happened to my mom. My mom got a mommy makeover years ago in Juarez. Well, I don't know if it was in Juarez or Chihuahua, but it was in Mexico. And one time she went to get like her normal checkup, and they did like the sonogram on her boobs for breast cancer. And they told her that they thought she had like a lump. Like they thought it might be cancer, what they seen. And then luckily they were able to see that she had gotten silicone boobs then. And they were leaking. So, I told my mom, like, you better not go back to the same doctor, and you better go to my doctor, because my doctor is the best. Literally the best. Like, let me see if I want to show you guys the scar, but I don't want it to be that obvious. But my scar is so little, you guys. Look. Do you see it? That's literally my scar. That's my scar. Like, that's how good my doctor is. And he doesn't go through the nipple. Thank God. You don't want my nipples to be all lopsided and shit. But that's how good my doctor is. So luckily my mom ended up going to the same doctor I went to, because I didn't want her to go back to the other doctor. And when my mom got her mommy makeover, you guys, back then, they hadn't came out with the gummy bear boobs yet. Which the gummy bear boobs are the most safest and healthiest way of doing your breast is the gummy way, because they go under the muscle and it doesn't leak because it's like an actual boob. Dorothy, the lashes are from Homegirl Movement. Let me put the link on here. And you could use the code SLAY to save some money. Hold on. I'm going to put the link. And then you could click on it and you could use the code SLAY. I think it's SLAY. I'll check. You could use the code SLAY and you'll save money, and it's going to be from the Lowrider Girl collection, and it is Giggles. I'm pretty sure it's Giggles. Let me see. So you're going to click on it, but let me make sure on the... Make sure on the discount. So this is the website, Homegirl Movement. And then you go, you scroll. These ones are obviously the Smile Now, Cry Later collection. But you're going to look at the Homegirl, the Lowrider Girl collection. So go to shop. Shop. You hit the shop button and then you scroll down to shop Lowrider Girl collection or lashes. Shop Lowrider Girl lashes. And it's Giggles. These ones right here, they're $13.99. Add them to your basket and then add the code. Let's see. You're going to go to checkout and then it's going to give you the option to put the code, okay? So it's going to say discount, and I'm pretty sure it's SLAY. SLAYY. Yeah. So you're going to put the code SLAY, and then it's going to give you a discount. It doesn't want to show me the discount, but it gives you a discount. Code SLAY. SLAYY. In the style Giggles. There's no way, bro. Like, I literally can't believe that. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find my live so I can see your comments, but... Oh, there. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, see, whenever you... Okay, so the fact that I use my fingers to blend the foundation into my face, don't freak out, okay? Please don't freak out, because don't forget that years ago, before everybody started getting into doing makeup, everybody used to use their fingers and not beauty blenders or brushes, and that's the reality. And honestly, I feel like when you use your fingers, it just makes your foundation look so much cleaner than using everything else. I use a beauty blender afterwards to set it. I spray it. I make sure it's not extra wet. And then I press it on my face. Just to add like that extra smoothness. But I feel like whenever you spread your foundation like I do and then you rub it in with your fingers, it makes your foundation literally lay on your face like lotion. And that's the goal, you guys. The goal is for your foundation to look like you don't have any foundation on. That's literally the goal. But yeah, look, no more pores. Is that not crazy? I'm so happy. Julie, no me digas, amiga, no me digas. Good night, Rita. I love you too, friend. I hate my pores. Girl, it might be, I don't know if it's what I'm using or if it's, like I said, not eating extra greasy food. But let me put you guys on, okay? This is from It Cosmetics. I got mine at Ulta. So I use this one. I used it a few years ago. And I actually really loved it, and then I stopped using it. Maybe that's why I got the pores. I don't fucking know. But this is called Confidence in a Cream. Okay, I used to use Confidence in a bottle because they used to come in a bottle like this. And then I got it like this. But this is basically for all skin types. And it's an anti-aging, rejuvenating cream. I don't really know what that says. Something, pour something. I don't know what the fuck that says, but it's for all skin types. But I like it because it helps with your skin. Obviously, bitch, I'm gonna be 40 in June. I'm gonna be 40, you guys, and I want my skin to stay like nice and tight. Now setting spray, like I want my skin to stay nice and tight. But I've been using this, and that's all I could think of that helped my pores close. But again, my pores weren't that deep. Like from small, medium, large. Mine honestly were a small. They weren't that big. But I still notice it. I still noticed it because I never had them before. So yeah, that makes me super happy. Period. When you use your fingers, everything is better. Yes, girl. Cardi got implants, or is a BBL and implants the same? No. Amazing question, girl. Let me tell you, because I feel like some women don't know the difference, especially like, I love that you're asking, okay? Because there is nothing more goofy than a female that doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about and tries to throw shade. Like, that shit is so hilarious to me. No, it's a huge difference, because when you get a BBL, basically, like, I got a Lipo 360 BBL, okay? So what they did is, when you get a BBL, it's a Brazilian butt lift. That's what a BBL is, Brazilian butt lift. What they're basically doing is they're getting all your fat from your stomach, wherever you get lipo. So a Lipo 360 is going to be like basically your whole, oh, I'm getting a cramp. Basically your entire stomach area and your back, right? That's what's included in your 360. It's going to be the whole stomach area and the back part. Not your entire back, but what continues your stomach, like all the way around. They remove all, well, they can't remove all your fat from there because, believe it or not, in the United States, they do have a limit on how much body fat they can remove. It doesn't matter if they take out how many pounds they're allowed to take out, or ounces, whatever. I don't know how they do it. They just fill up this big old bucket, right? So let's just say that once they fill it up, you still have a grip more. It doesn't matter. Legally, they can't. That's why a lot of women go out of the country, because in other places in different countries, you guys, they don't give a fuck about the limit, and the limit is for safety reasons, you know, so nothing bad happens to you, you don't die, you know. It could be any little thing that can cause problems if they over remove fat out of your body, right? So that's why over here in the United States, they could only take out a certain amount of fat cells out of your body when they do the lipo. Once they remove all that fat from wherever, your stomach, your arms, right here, I got lipo done right here. My the second time I got it in the same 360, which was the stomach and the back, right here, I added this part, and I also did the double chin. Then they basically they clean the fat that they removed out of you. They clean it, and then they inject it into your booty. Depending on where you want it and what you want done, they re-inject it into your own body. So that's why, like, when people try to claim like that I'm fake, the only thing that's fake about me is literally my extensions, my lashes, and my boobs. My ass is not fake. It doesn't have an implant in it. All I did was I transferred fat from one area to another area, and that was it. And that's actually pretty safe to do that than getting implants. But that is what a Brazilian butt lift is. Then implants, it's an actual implant. Like they put an object, whatever the fuck it is, a butt pad or whatever it is, and it's I don't know if they're silicone. I don't know. I never looked into getting implants in me. And then they put it in your butt. Like my boobs, I got the gummy ones. I don't got silicone. Where silicone ones are where they put a little bag inside you. It's not like an actual bag, but it's kind of like a bag, and then they fill it up with silicone, and those are silicone boobs. I have the gummy bear ones. The gummy bear ones are gonna look like, you know, the girls, like, you know, when you wear a strapless shirt or a backless shirt, and you cover your nipples with those little rubbery silicone looking sticker nipple covers, and it feels kind of like a squishy. That's how the gummy ones, the gummy bear boob implants feel like, and that goes under your muscles. So they look more natural, more realistic. But a butt implant, you guys, I've seen some girls where their butt implants are not put properly inside their body, or their body could be rejecting it, and they can flip that fucker. Like flip it. It's like a bowl. Like, let's say this is a bowl, and then when they put it in, this is your butt, right? You're laying down. This is the bowl, and then they put it like this. And then your skin goes over it, right? So I've seen girls where they can flip it like that. That's when your body is rejecting your implant, because that can happen. Just like piercings, when you get like dermals and stuff, you know, sometimes they reject your body and they come out, right? Same with butt implants. But butt implants aren't really used, you guys. Butt implants are going to be more for women that don't have any fat cells to transfer. They don't have any body fat, so then they have to go with the different choice, which is butt implants. So if you ever see a woman getting butt implants, their recovery is way different to women that get a BBL. Way different. So a BBL, Brazilian butt lift, they're transferring your fat cells from wherever you lipo it out to your butt area, your hip area. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, like remove your fat from, and then they put it in your butt and your hips. Other than that, there's a lot of new things that they're coming out with. I definitely would not jump into something that's new, because you don't know the outcome of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's scary to do anything. One thing you do have to realize when you get a BBL, when they transfer your fat cells from one area to another, no matter who you are doesn't matter who you are, 30% of your fat cells is going to die. So you're going to lose that fat. You're going to lose it. And then once it gets put in your butt, whatever doesn't die and it stays and it's alive, after you heal and all of that, anytime that you eat anything that's fattening, it will stick to those areas more than other areas. That's why, like, a lot of girls, when they get lipo on their stomach, wherever it is, when you gain weight, you get bigger in the other areas, like your ass, because obviously you put all this extra fat cells in your butt, your hips or whatever. So when you gain weight, those areas are going to get way, way bigger than the rest of your body, because the rest of your body, your fat cells are normal. But you put extra fat cells in one area, so obviously the fat will stick there more than the rest of your areas, your rest of your body, and it'll look bigger. That's why, like, some girls, when they get the lipo done on their stomach, even if you don't get a BBL and you just get lipo, and let's say you get pregnant, it takes longer for your belly to show. For you to, like, let's say you're 5 months and like your stomach doesn't really show, it's because you had lipo done. So it takes a little bit longer for your stomach to stretch out and get elasticy, for it to get big. You know what I mean? Because your stomach gets tighter because they remove all that shit out. Some girls get I don't know. I don't really know the name of it, but there's like this this liquid that they could put inside of your stomach whenever you get lipo done, which basically reattaches it to makes it like your skin makes it tighter. So that way you could have a flatter stomach. So for me, for example, when I got pregnant with the baby, even though I got 2 rounds BBL on my stomach, you were able to tell instantly that I was pregnant because the first round that I went, I didn't have a lot of fat, right? So whenever he took out what I had and that was it. I didn't have a lot of it. But the second time, I was able to eat way more and gain more fat. So when I went the second time, he was able to remove whatever the amount that he could, but I still had some left over, but he couldn't take it out. I would have to get another round. And due to that, I think that's what helped me when I got pregnant, be able for my stomach to be stretchy. Thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy about my skin, girl. Ay, Julia sabe que me tiene hasta la chingada, pero harta. Me caen los huevos que no tengo. Big time, like. Big time. Neta que I really don't know which one is worse. Like, ¿cuál me cae mal? Más en los huevos. Like, I really don't know which one. I truly don't. Could be left or right. I don't know. You should practice. I want to, girl. I want my daughter to do it. I think she'll be really good at it. How long is the healing for that? For a BBL, it just depends on your body. My doctor basically told me that I would be able to return back to work if I did have a job, like if I have to go into an office. But since I work from home, I didn't really have to worry about that. But 3 weeks to a month, you're able to go back. They do tell you not to sit on your butt for 3 weeks to a month. I chose to not sit on my butt for 3 months exactly. You don't have to do that. And the reason they tell you not to sit on your butt is because by you sitting on your butt, that is how you kill more fat cells on your butt area. So anytime that you get any fat cells transferred anywhere, 30% will die, no matter what. But the best way, if you are getting a BBL, you guys, let me tell you something. The second time that I got my BBL, so my doctor, not a lot of doctors offers this, so I would definitely, if you're planning on doing it, try to find a doctor that does offer this because it's a game changer, like I promise you. The first round that I got, my first BBL, oh my God, I literally didn't go live for 3 months because I was so uncomfortable. I had so much pain, like it took me longer to recover than other people, and I just couldn't go live due to it. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And I wasn't going to put myself out there. Like, yes, I could have made good money posting all these videos of me going through it and looking like shit. But no, girl, my healing is more important than fucking clout chasing and making money. I'm sorry, but my health is more important than that. So I just didn't go live for those 3 months. But the second time that I got my second BBL, they have you sign this document just in case it happens. So the second time that I got my second BBL, during the procedure, I started bleeding out really bad to the point that if I was with another doctor that doesn't have a cell saver, it's like it's called a lifesaver, but it's where they basically what they do, it's like a blood transplant almost, basically, right? A lot of doctors don't have the machine, and what it is they basically, when you're losing a lot of blood, they save it, like they actually have another bucket for that. And if you're losing a lot of fucking blood where they have to stop the surgery because you might die, my doctor actually has the machine where they can clean the blood and basically like re-inject it back into your body, so then they could continue with the surgery. If your doctor has that, some doctors offer for them to do that to you, even if you're not bleeding out. They offer to do that, which is like a blood transplant. They offer it because dude, your recovery is insane. Like, the second time, I didn't even feel like I even got surgery. I'm not even lying. The first day out of surgery, I literally, nothing. Like, I felt so good. My pain level was not as high as it was the first time. And the only reason why they did it is because I lost a lot of blood during my second surgery. They do charge you extra for that. But it is included in my package. So for me, all I paid was $500. But if you want them to do it, even if you don't lose a lot of blood, if your doctor has the machine to offer it, it's around $1,000 to $2,000. But if it's an emergency and they have to do it because it's happening to you, my doctor only charges $500. The only thing is, you guys, if you go to another doctor that doesn't have the machine and it's just say your body, you are bleeding out, they have to stop the surgery, and then they send you to the hospital, and then they do the blood transfusion or whatever. They do that there. But a lot of girls pay the extra $1,000, $2,000 to get that done because your recovery is way faster, and you don't have the same pain as not getting it done. But I didn't get it done the first time. I didn't even know that would happen. Like, if I would have known, I would have probably did it the first time, just paid the extra money, because the recovery would have been faster and easier. But I didn't know that. You can say I didn't pay attention to that. The second time after my surgery, they told me, like, you were losing a lot of blood, so we had no choice but to do that to you, like do the blood transfusion or whatever. But my recovery was so, like, I couldn't even believe it. I was even telling the lady that did my massages, like, that I didn't feel no pain. Like, I literally felt like they didn't even do anything to me. And she's like, that's what happens when you get the blood transfusion thing. It's called a lifesaver. Not a cell saver, a life saver. But it is extra money for it. Julie, I want to learn, girl. I want to learn. Yeah, I was super skinny the first time that I got my BBL, so I got a skinny BBL. Oh, thank you, Tiff. You like it? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see what my doctor tells me tomorrow. I haven't seen him in over 10 years, so let's see what happens. I'm a little nervous, so I'm not going to lie. But I'm also excited because I want to know if I need to get new implants or not. And I might just see about the lipo. You never know what. And then I might, if I got to get new boobs, I'm going to come out with double F. I got double D's now. I want double F's. Yes, you can, girl. The palettes on. The only thing is that I don't have the bundle anymore. There's no more bundles where you could do the brushes and the water activating liners. You have to buy them individually. But maybe I can add. I gotta see if I have enough to even make bundles, and maybe I can do bundles for you guys. So let me put some blush on really fast. I need to hurry, you guys. I gotta go. But if you're thinking about getting a mommy makeover where you're doing lipo on certain areas, you're getting a BBL, a tummy tuck. Some girls don't qualify for a tummy tuck. Like I said, if you don't have loose skin, then you're not going to qualify for a tummy tuck. And just realize that if you get a tummy tuck, girl, you're going to have a big ass fucking scar. Yes, if you don't mind it, then that's fine, because your scar will be basically like down here on where your underwear is. That's where your scar is going to be. But you will have a big old fucking scar from one side to the other. And the only thing with that, you guys, is that you don't know if your stomach, like if your belly button is going to be back 100% looking normal, or if it's going to look like a quarter slot Like, you know, the vending machines where you put the quarters in it. Some belly buttons look like that, and I'm not trying to be shady, but it's facts. Like, that's why I never wanted a tummy tuck. So I wasn't really too, like, honestly, I wasn't sad that my doctor said I couldn't get a tummy tuck, because I didn't even want one because of that. But I am a little upset that we didn't do the thing, like put that product, whatever liquid whatever it is, to make your stomach be super, super tight again. I wish he would have did that to me. Like, they kind of, there's other doctors that also can reconstruct. Is that what it's, how you say it? Reconstruct your muscles in your stomach area to make it tight again from having kids. But I didn't get that done. And now, like, my stomach's not bad, you guys. I was 200 pounds, literally 200 pounds, April last year. This year will be 1 year. My son's gonna be a year old. But I feel like my stomach isn't bad. But I want it to be like what it was before. So I think if I lose a little bit more weight, like a good 10, 15 pounds, my stomach will be flat again. But it's not like super bad. It just depends on what I eat, how much salt I eat, and if I have any compression, like pants or anything, then my stomach swells up really bad. It really just depends, to be honest. I might just have a big old bellow in there, just plain. I want a big butt, laugh a lot. Girl, get you one. You only live once. You only live once, you guys. And I promise you, like, I feel like even the girls that swear left and right that they would never get surgery, or they would never do this and they would never do that, I could almost guarantee that if they had the money, they would do it. They would do something. And if they don't have the money and somebody offered to pay it for them or offered to do it to them for free, I could almost guarantee they would. I truly feel like some women are just haters, like, straight the fuck up. Like, straight up. It's always the ones that talk shit that want what you have. Literally. I promise you. Like, I fucking promise you. I'm gonna go on there and order some stuff. Girl, don't forget to use the code so you can save some money. Thank you, though, if you do. I actually have to do some orders so I could ship them out. My friend, Rachel, she'd be ordering all kinds of stuff, you guys. Like, I'm not even lying. She put a huge freaking order like a month or two ago, and then again this weekend. I was like, what the heck? I haven't even seen her on here to tell her thank you. I'm hungry right now, you guys. I'm trying to not eat as much to cut down, and take that tea. Like I said, I don't want to lose weight everywhere else, but I wouldn't mind it if I did too, honestly. Like, if my arms got a little skinnier, my face got a little skinnier. Even if my face gets skinnier, you guys, I have big ass cheekbones. I got that shit from my mom. That shit ain't going nowhere. But I just want to be, like, let me show you what I want to go back to. Let me show you. I want to go back to this size, which is going to be right after I got my second BBL. I want to be that size again. I was happy with that size. Like, with my weight, happy with it. My stomach didn't look big or anything like that. But that's the goal, to losing my weight again. Like, look at, this is how skinny I was after my third kid. This is when I first started doing makeup lives. Like, I don't care what a bitch says. If any bitch ever, especially the ones that fucking love to run their mouth about me, that claim, like, I got a surgery because I wanted to, you guys, not because I had to. I got it because I wanted to. It's not like I needed it or No, I got it because I wanted to, because my whole entire life, you guys, I hated being skinny, but honestly, I never sat there and felt ugly or not confident. Regardless of me feeling like, girl, like feeling super skinny, I didn't give a fuck. I've always, call it cocky or whatever the fuck you want, but I've always been very confident in the way I look, with my body done or not. And I got my body done 4 years ago. It's not like I got my body done in my 20s or anything because I was insecure. No, girl, I got my body done 4 years ago. 4 years ago, and did I really give a fuck about, like, I got pregnant after. It's never been about that. I just did it because I wanted to, not because I had to. But I've always been that confident girl. Like, this is me, how tiny I was after my third kid. I've always been very confident. Any other bitch that talks shit, they're just hating and talking shit because that's all there is. The only thing that I had done was my boobs. But that's me. I weighed probably like 125 pounds there. 120, 125. But I've always been super confident regardless of me feeling like, oh, I hate being skinny. I'm so skinny. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I never let that stop me from being confident ever. I didn't need to get a surgery. I never did. I got it because I wanted to, not because I had to. Simple as that. Because I waited so long. If I was so insecure about myself, you guys, I would have gotten my surgery done before I did my boobs. That's for sure. The thing that made me very insecure was my boobs. And it wasn't like how I looked physically, like how I looked. It wasn't that. It was the simple fact that I hated not feeling confident when I was being intimate with my partner. I hated that so much. And I don't want to feel like that anymore. So I got my boobs done. And I didn't go overboard. I just asked for a normal size. And obviously when I gain weight, my boobs get bigger and I'm double D's. That's what I am. But never needed it. I chose to get it. But this is where I want to be at least. And I'll be happy. And I know I could do it. I don't even like the whole lipo thing, you guys. I don't fucking need to do it. I know I can lose my weight. But I also have to remind myself, like, it's going to be a year since you had your son. And also remember, I weighed 200 pounds, bro. That's the biggest I've ever been in my life. Like, this is, let's see, I don't know if I have, what the heck? Okay, this is it. So this is what I looked like right as soon as I had my second BBL. That's like, this is me. I think this is after my second baby. This is what I looked like. And I've always had hips. I was just very skinny. Girl. These girls just straight the fuck up hate on me. Like, that's all it is. Because I've never, like, gave a reason. I stay in my lane, bitch. Straight up. But this is how small I want to be again. This is after my second BBL. I know you can't really see my body, but, like, my stomach-wise, that's all I want. Like, and I'll be happy. So I think if I lose at least 10 to 15 pounds, I'll be there. I'm pretty sure I'll be there. I just think people, like, love to fucking hate. Straight up. See, this is after my second BBL. I'm fine with that, like, being that small again. And I was 150 around there. around 150. So I'm fine with that. Like, going back to that size, I'm happy. So my goal, the only way I know how to do it is to shrink my stomach. Simple. And to shrink your stomach, it's just basically a lot of commitment. Like, and I know I can do it. Like, I used to have such a hard time gaining weight, you guys. And the minute that I decided that, actually not even the minute, when I set my appointment and I paid in full, like paid off fully my first surgery, and I knew like, okay, by the end of this year, I'm getting my surgery. So my goal was like, I need to gain extra weight because I know that 30% of my fat cells are going to die. And I used to have a hard time gaining weight. My doctor even told me, like, if we're going to do a skinny BBL on you because you are thin. He said, I know I could get something out of you, because I sent him a picture of my body. So he's like, if you do gain weight, don't, the most gain 5 to 10 pounds. Don't gain anything more than that. Bitch, I gained 20 pounds. I didn't give a fuck because I knew 30% was going to die. And I pushed myself, you guys, to do that. So now that I want to lose those 15 to 20 pounds, I know I can do it. Like, it ain't that fucking hard. It really isn't. If I could do it, I could do it. I know I can do it. It's like, if I know, like, okay, Chris, you're getting another surgery by this time and you need to lose this much weight, I know I could do it. Or if I need to gain it, I know I can do it. I just have to commit to it. And I like to snack, bitch. I love to snack in the middle of the night. Yeah. No. I can't do that. So I'm committing to not snacking so I could go back to being like that. That's why I said, like, whenever these girls would make fun of me for being fat, like, oh, ha, 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 look at her, Miss Piggy, she's so fat now. And, bitch, I got fat not because I wanted to, but because I was pregnant. It's not like I sat there and ate my fucking life away. I've never been a big girl. Never. Ever, ever, ever have I ever been a big girl. Ever. Even full term pregnant with all my kids, the most I weighed was 140 pounds. Full term, 8 months pregnant, well, basically 9. I weighed 140 pounds with all 4 of my kids. Ezekiel was the only one that I went up to 200 pounds, and I didn't give a fuck. I knew I was going to gain all that weight, and I was fine with it. But again, I didn't go up to 200 pounds not being pregnant just because I chose to stuff my fucking face and let myself go. No, girl. I gained all that weight because I had a baby. I didn't care. I wanted to have a big baby. I wanted a big chunky baby. And I got an 8-pound baby. All my kids were always under 7 pounds, you guys. All 4 of my kids were under 7 pounds. And Ezekiel was over 8 pounds. He was my biggest baby. So when they sat there and clowned on me for being big after giving birth to my baby, bitch, because I wanted to. Because I had a baby, not because I just got fat. The fuck? Yours is ice cream, girl. I love anything sweet. But I also think that the reason why I eat a lot of sweet stuff is because I don't do adult candies anymore. So whenever you don't do adult candies anymore, you crave a lot of sweets. A lot of them. And I promise you, that's a fact. So I think that's why I crave it. Like, in the middle of the night, I love to eat my cottage cheese snack that I make, which is cottage cheese mixed with whipped cream, and then you put pineapple chunks in it. And you could put some pecans in it. It's so delicious. Brianna, yes, one more. I want one more, baby. But we're kind of waiting because we're a little tight on money right now because we've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We've been spending money, so we've been working on a lot of stuff, you guys, and I don't share on here because bitches are messy, bro. But yeah. But I want one more. The goal was to get pregnant right after I got pregnant. After having Zeke, the plan was to get pregnant right after. To try for a girl. Because I want one more girl for my daughter. I want my daughter to have a sister. I really, truly do. And I feel like so bad for not giving her a girl. But with my luck, like, I'm scared that if we even try to have another baby, that most likely it's going to be another boy. That's the only thing that kind of makes me nervous. Literally, that's the only thing that makes me nervous. Because I tell Hubby, like, I'm like, bro, you are broken, dude. Literally. Like, you give me nothing. Michael has nothing but boys. All boys. Obviously, you know, he has my daughter, and he claims my daughter as his. She's been, you know, Michael's been in Serenity's life since she was a year old, like 7 months. So that's his daughter. Serenity calls him dad. But what I mean as for, like, me and him having a kid together, boys, and then my stepson is a boy too. He has 4 boys. Aw, girl, Kimmy, I do cry, girl. You can't see me. You have 5? Yeah, I have 5. 6 with my stepson. I told hubby, I said, well, I have 2 months to get pregnant. And he's like, Chris, are you sure you want to do that? And the way, like, I'm having such a hard time with the baby right now because he's so sick, I kind of, like, rethink it. But I could afford my kid, so I'm okay with having another baby. I don't want no more kids left alone. I'm almost 40. I think I'm too old. Girl, that's not old. You know, there's women that have kids even at 45. Or older. To even get pregnant after, you know, once you turn 35, it gets harder to have babies. So if you get pregnant after 35, it's a blessing because and plus, you guys, I have enough room for all these kids. You're 37. Girl, I'm gonna be 40 in 2 months. I'm gonna be 40, but I am so grateful I don't look it. Like, I carry my mom's genes, that's for sure, because my mom doesn't look her age at all. I remember when me and my mom used to go to the grocery store, and she was in her 30s, and everybody thought we were sisters. And now People don't think that Serenity's my sister. They just think that we're friends. Because my daughter don't look like me at all. Like, sadly, my daughter looks like her fucking sperm donor. Sadly, but she does. She really does. But anyways, you guys, I'm so excited to show you guys what we've been working on. I'm excited for this summer. Summer's gonna be fun. So you never know. Maybe baby number 5 will be here soon. Pretty soon. Oh, you guys, my prima's gonna come. I've been telling her to come and visit me. This my little cousin, literally like my partner in crime. I've been telling her to come over because she lives up here. And I didn't realize that she lived up here. I thought she was still in Santa Fe, like going back and forth. But she, you guys will meet her soon. She's crazy. She used to basically live with me. She's my older cousin's daughter. And when Michael went to prison, she always used to be with me. She basically lived with me. And then she got in trouble for beating the shit out of these kids at school. And she kept getting violations with her probation. So they committed her for until she turned 18. Because she was always in fights and shit. Es bien cabroncita, but anyways. I love her so much, and I'm like, been telling her to come, and she's working and stuff. So pretty soon you guys will meet my ride or die cousin. I'm like, girl, you come over here, you better act right. She likes to fight, by the way. She likes to fight. She's a fighter. That's why when she was living with me, I would try to keep her out of trouble, but whenever she wouldn't stay with me and she'd go back to her mom's, she'd get in trouble. So she ended up going away as long as Michael was gone. All by myself. Literally, like, that's why when she got out, I seen her like at my grandma's funeral and stuff, and my cousins, and okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys on my other page. If you know, you know, you know, and I'll see you guys there. If you don't know and you want to know, message me and I'll let you in on the inform you. I still have to finish the bottom of my eyes and put my mascara and all of that. You like it? Normally I do it more like more nude, but I don't have my actual lipsticks that I use. They're in my purse because that's like my main combo. But I like how it looks when I add this lip gloss. Look, let me find it. It looks really pretty. Good night, Allison. I like for it to be more nude before I do it like this. Thank you, Patsy. I'll tell you what it is. Hold on. But I think the lip gloss is cute. So the lip liner that I used 2 of them. So the lip liner is from MAC, and this is Cork. And then this color, the lip gloss, is Butter Gloss. I guess that's what the color is. I don't know, Butter Gloss. I don't know what the color is. I don't know. Those 2, and then in the big lipstick that I use first, this one is from Anastasia. This one, I only use this one when I do makeup looks with you guys, because that's what I have here. But this is in the shade Honey. And then after I do those, I use regular concealer. Man, it smells like weed, like a mother. I don't know if there's a skunk outside. My neighbors' kids, bro, they always be, their window's like right by my window right here. And they always be sneaking out, smoking. And then I use, this isn't it. I use concealer to make it lighter in the center. The pink one, I don't know the name of it, to be honest, the pink one. But you could put some concealer in the center, and it just makes it more nude. But when I add the gloss, it looks really pretty. And then the other combo that I do is with the MAC lipstick, which I love how it looks. It looks so good. It looks really, really, really good. Oh my God, got all creased. Okay, you guys, I will see you guys later. I might go on my other page when I'm done. If not, tomorrow. Wish me luck for my appointment tomorrow. We'll see if we're getting more surgery or not. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Now I'm back to thank you for hanging out, friend. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you for staying. If my plastic surgeon lets me go live tomorrow, then I'll go live. If not, then I'll tell you guys what happened, or what they say, or what the outcome's gonna be for tomorrow. Oh, it's a skunk. I can smell it bad now. Like, it doesn't even smell good no more. Now it smells like a skunk. But I'll see you guys mañana.